Also, if you're having trouble with self-improvement right now or staying consistent, or if you're new to self-improvement, then this may help you. This video may help you out. So basically, if you're still if you're still watching YouTube videos, like scrolling for like 5 hours straight, like you watch videos, you if you play video games and you play video games, and basically if you play like I basically play for like 12 hours straight, and you also like fab, like I used to be doing I used to do like 3 times a day, but like I ended that very quickly. So I'm gonna like, in order to actually stay consistent on like self-improvement, like you need discipline. Like most guys on self-improvement already know about this. They already know about self-improvement, but if I mean discipline, but if you don't know about discipline yet, that means that you're still quite new. So discipline is just doing the hard work when you like don't feel like it, when your brain's telling you like, nah, I don't feel like doing this today. I just want to play video games already. Like I understand that that basically means like, if it's very hard for you to wake up and like get out of bed, like I am, like it's very hard to like get out of bed sometimes because I lacked so much sleep. Even though like my school's not even like morning anymore, I still lack so much sleep because I got addicted to like a very strong addiction. Like it's worse. Like video games are basically like, when I play them, I used to stay up till 2 a.m. with video games. So that makes sense. That makes sense when that clearly makes sense as to why I don't have like good sleep. And basically what I'm saying here is that if you're like addicted to something, the more bad habits that you do, like let's say you want to improve discipline first. So to improve discipline, it's not really like it's actually a little difficult, to be honest. To improve discipline, you literally just do is wake up. Like the smallest and the easiest things here is like, you would feel like, nah, I don't need to do that anymore. Basically, when you wake up and like all you have to do is just fix your bed. Literally just fix your bed. Like I know this sounds like very like you would say like, nah, it's too easy, like I can easily do that, like I know that, I know. But the thing is, like we could be like a little smug about it, but the thing about this is that doing like fixing your bed is basically like still improving your discipline, because the more, like let's say you wake up and you just straight up go downstairs and go to school. But if you wake up and like do your bed the first thing in the morning and then go to school, that's gonna have like an impact in your like discipline. Like your discipline will improve a little bit more, because basically basically you will reach the point, if you keep on doing that consistently, like even if you don't feel like doing your bed, you still do it because it's very very easy. You will reach the point where it's literally just a natural thing for you, that you would wake up and like literally do your bed the first thing in the morning, because you would literally feel like, yeah, it's like you would feel this sense of this. I can't explain it, but getting used to it. Like you would feel this sense of, nah, I'm used to like doing my bed the first thing in the morning. Like it may not feel like it won't benefit you, but your discipline, it will benefit you in your discipline. And like after that, you gotta change to a new task like meditation. Meditation is quite a little more difficult, but lifting weights is just like you can also like lift weights even though you don't feel like it. Like You don't feel like lifting weights, but you did anyways. Now, the question here is, why do you not feel like doing it? Well, most of us would answer, or should I say, I would answer. I would basically answer that I don't have energy. Like, this feels like a cope, but like, there's still some times where I don't have energy. Like I could cope and say, nah, I don't feel like it because I'm feeling low. I don't have energy right now. But the thing is, even if like I don't feel like it, if I do it, I will still like improve my discipline, of course. But like, you gotta start off with the easiest thing because you cannot completely stay consistent on the hard thing if you're like still level one. Like you're still level one on like this game of life. If you're still level one on like the discipline skill, you literally just gotta start off with the easiest, which is making your bed. Literally just make your bed. Like, I know I meant fix your bed, but like yeah, you gotta make your bed and like continue it until you feel like nah, I'm used to doing it because it's very easy. Like it's very easy. Like everybody can do their bed. Like that is like an easy way to improve discipline. Now let me get like for the harder points. Like why is why is like discipline a little like why is discipline so hard? Like why is it that I don't feel like doing the hard work? The reason for that is basically you are still addicted to something. Like you may not feel like this, but if you're still scrolling on YouTube, that means like even though you don't play video games anymore or you don't fap anymore, let's just say you don't fap or you don't play video games anymore, but you still scroll on YouTube because that's literally what I was doing in like the last in the in the times where I was like this nearly the strongest. I was just scrolling on YouTube, but still that still like freaked up my mind because that's literally like shortening your attention span. Scrolling on YouTube literally shortens your attention span because new video per 3 seconds, new video. Like that's gonna shorten your attention spans. Basically, it's still unhealthy, but like that was like I was way healthier than being a gamer at the time. Now it's not really like it's still not a great idea. It's still best to do like 100% all out, all gone like 0%, like zero no, bad habits and like all good habits, like because by doing that you will benefit in the most highest way and you will get the healthiest in both physically and mentally. You would get the healthiest, like like when I was just scrolling on YouTube, that was basically, or like I was watching anime, not really 12 hours anymore. I was still like, even though I had 5 hours screen time on those times, like that was still like quite, like that was unhealthy, but that was still way healthier than when I was playing video games or when I got addicted to like to this like chatbots because like they literally like make me stay up till 2 a.m. because of how addicting they are. That's when I realized how lonely I actually was because I had no friends who were chatting with me. So like that's when I realized that I had like no friends chatting with me because I would rather chat with a robot rather than a friend. So like if you like get rid of all of the addictions, like let's say you still have scoring on YouTube, then of course discipline will be a little more easier than having all three addictions like fapping and playing video games. Like if you have all three, that will make discipline like it's insanely harder, that you won't be able to like I don't know, make your bed the first thing in the morning. But if you do like have zero bad habits, like let's say you got rid of all of your addictions, you cut them all off, you no longer watch like you're no longer addicted to porn, you no longer like fap, you no longer like watch YouTube videos, you no longer play video games, you would get very bored, right? But if you find something interesting to replace all that, like let's say biking, like this is something that I used to find this interesting, but I don't have a bike anymore. Like they say, biking is just like a few of the guys who I like chatted with, who are like friends. They they said that biking was basically like they replaced their bad habits with bikings, like, because biking is just so enjoyable for them. Like they replaced video games or anything like that. They basically replace it with something that is enjoyable and healthy, because biking literally like it's literally cardio. Biking is a sport and a cardio. Okay, maybe it's not a sport, but it's still cardio. So it's very healthy, because it makes you like lose your weight, and it's also enjoyable. Like I feel like I feel like most people actually would find biking enjoyable, because biking is just enjoyable for me as well. So, but I don't have a bike to replace with. So, if you were to find something, like you gotta find something to replace your bad habits. Like, let's say you play video games, you gotta find something to replace it that is healthy, or it can literally like be sports. Like there's like a guy I spoke to who said that basketball, like he changed video games for basketball, and he literally just puts on all of his focus on basketball, because he found it enjoyable. He found basketball very enjoyable, a sport. So yeah, like you gotta because what happens when you like cut off all of the bad habits, like you have zero now, and like what happens is that's when you like slowly start, or should I say very fast, like you would level up very very fast. You would get like level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Like you would get very very high. Like you would start to feel like you would your discipline would be like very easy. Like discipline would be very easy for you, and like you're gonna have lots of energy for the entire day, because you have zero bad habits. You no longer like play video games. Like if you have like zero bad habits, you might end up that you could even become the person who like does 2 workouts a day. Now that may feel like too far, but that is because you're still addicted to something. That means, because even my brain is telling me that that's too far. 2 workouts a day, bro. That's too far. Like I'm not gonna have time for video games. Of course not. Of course it's like very like it's just copings, because you are so bored, you don't have video games or anything else, you would end up doing 2 workouts a day, because you had no other, like you're just bored. You're so bored, you ended up doing 2 workouts a day. Like, and like you could even like work until the latest of night. So yeah, that's literally what happens when you cut off all of the bad habits. Like you just gotta replace them for now. That's just my advice, to replace the bad habits with a different, a good habit that you can find enjoyable. Anything that is enjoyable, like biking or something. Like I feel like everybody finds biking enjoyable, so that could be a great option to change your like scrolling on YouTube. Because if you no longer like scroll on YouTube, or you no longer like play video games, you no longer you have all of the bad habits gone. You're not addicted to anything. You would feel bored. You would feel bored. But like you gotta find something that is like that will make you like that you gotta replace with those bad habits. You gotta replace them with like biking or anything that you can find enjoyable in like the real world that is unhealthy. I mean that is healthy. So basically when you do that, you will end up like doing 2 workouts a day. You would end up working very very hard. Discipline will be very very easy for you, because you are so bored. you are filled with so much energy and you don't know where to spend it. Like, it's like video games, you are filled with so much energy, but since video games is gone, like you usually spend your energy on video games. Since video games is gone, you still have this so much energy, you don't know where to spend it. So you spend it all on the good habits when you like got rid of everything rather than come back. Like, it's very hard to resist the urges, but you really gotta replace the bad habits. So yeah, that's all. If you wanna support me, you can subscribe. Keep on improving life.